God bless you. This is Faith Testimony Hub, aka the Mighty Arts of God. We bring to you true life testimonies concerning the mighty arts of God upon the life of man. Now listen to this true life testimony of how God brought back to life an embalmed corpse. Under the ministration of Daddy Enoch Adeboye, a young man received the bad news of his dead aunt from where he was working in Lagos. They embalmed the aunt, and before he could get permission to go home, it was 11 days. He got home, took the woman's little child and went into the room where the woman laid. Took the handkerchief anointed under the ministration of God's servant Enoch Adeboye and laid it on the corpse, and the little child was crying, "Mama, get up, Mama, get up." Nothing happened. The boy wasn't expecting anything to happen anyway. He just tried his faith. So suddenly he turned away to move away. As he got to the door, he heard a sound behind him. He turned, and behold, Aunt was sitting upright. When he shared the testimony, a lot didn't believe it, but it was true. Now, lessons to learn from this testimony. The reason why it seems as if many people don't see the possibilities of God upon their life is unbelief. Yes, your unbelief can equally limit the possibility of God upon your life. There is a place in the Bible where Jesus went to his hometown to perform some miracles, but he couldn't perform the miracle. Why? Because of their unbelief. The Bible recorded that it was because of their unbelief. Now, I can equally stand to tell you that I so much believe on this testimony. Yes, they say when you believe, you receive. I so much believe on this testimony. So never you limit the possibility of God. There is nothing God cannot do. Now you can equally say, an embalmed soul, an embalmed corpse that have received preservative. Yes, he is the one that created you, and he has all spare parts of you. God made you, he created you, and equally he has all spare parts. Do you know that a producer equally has spare parts? Yes, that is how God have you wherever you are. So never you limit the possibility of God. The Bible speaks in the book of Acts chapter 19 verse 11 that by the handkerchief and aprons of Paul that God wrought special miracles. And this same thing happened as he used the anointed handkerchief, being anointed by God's servant Enoch Adeboye to bring back this dead aunt back to life. And the Bible speaks in the book of Acts chapter 5, 15 verse 16. It said that even the shadows of Peter healed the sick. So don't limit the possibility of God upon anything. There is nothing God cannot do. Many people might equally say, I can't believe this. But hear me, when you don't believe, there is no way you can receive. But when you believe, the probability of you receiving is always there. So never you limit what God can do. The Bible says, with men, it seems impossible. You see, the strength of men will always fail. It will always look impossible in the sight of men, but not in the sight of God. The very day you came to understand how powerful God is the very day you come to think of how the creation of the world was made, of how the heavens stand even without pillars. So never you limit the possibility of God. All I came to tell you that I have a good news for you. And that good news is that God will give you a mind-blowing testimonies that will amaze you. A mind-blowing testimonies that will even make you to be afraid of sharing. Now get to understand this, that if actually Joshua told most of his friends how he spoke to the son, and the son stood still for some days, most of his friends could have laughed at him. But even at that, it can limit the possibility of God. So I have this news for you, that God will give you a testimony that will amaze you, a testimony that will shock everyone around you, in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you. Like, comment, and share for you to get more true life testimony.